Hey guys, I just wanted to show you some houses here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. What do the houses look like? Well, I want to show you that the houses here in Canada are basically like a big box. They're just a box, okay? Look at that house, right? It's just a box. And look at that house. All these houses are exactly the same. They're basically a big box, and then in the back of the house, so this is a back alley, right? I'm on a back alley right now, so these are all the backs of the houses. And then behind the houses, there are garages. Okay, that's a garage. That's a garage. Okay, that's a garage. Okay, but I want you to just pay attention to the architecture. The architecture is just really bad in my opinion. These houses, they all look the same. They all look exactly the same. They're just like a big box. Now, I'll walk down this other street here so you can see it's not just one street. It's all the streets. Everything looks exactly the same, okay? Look down there, all the same. Now I'm gonna walk this way. I'm gonna cross the street. Now this is a very new, a new community. And so a lot of new homes are being built. That's why there are some, big equipment, tractors and backhoes and all those big sort of machines in this area because it's a new area. They're building the roads, they're building houses. But when I look at this, I just start to laugh. Look at this. All these houses are exactly the same. It's just a big box. Do you want to live in a big box when you come to Canada? To be honest, I don't really like this design of house. It just looks really cheap, It's just very, it's like a cookie cutter. Do you know what a cookie cutter is to make cookies? When we use the word cookie cutter in English, that means like everything is the same. It's like they took a cookie cutter for houses and they just, one cookie, two cookie, three cookie, four cookie. They just, you can hear the big machines in the background. So I want to know, do you like this style of house? Because I don't really like this style. Now these homes, they're nice. They're really nice homes. I mean, inside they're nice and new. You would probably really like it. I would love to live in a house like this. The thing is that houses in Canada are not built to last very long. Okay, you can see there's a tractor working there. I hope you can still hear me. So these kinds of homes, they're not built to last very long, and that's the problem, right? These homes, any home in Canada, if it's like 40 or 50 years old, that's pretty much the maximum. That's a very old house. If you see really loud, I don't know where I can go, okay? It's really loud. I'm gonna walk this way so you can hear me. Look, there he is. I'm trying to escape from the noise. There's a backhoe. The thing is called a backhoe. Oh, looks like there's an Indian wedding here or something. Okay, so this vlog is getting awkward. There's a lot of stuff happening and I feel a bit awkward. So I'm just gonna keep walking to escape from all the commotion. Commotion means things that are happening. There's construction, there's an Indian wedding, all the commotion. I want to escape from the commotion. Okay, so now we're at the front of these houses. So this is what the front looks like, right? The front looks much better than the back, right? The back looked a bit boxy and the front looks very nice. But the thing is, it's still a box, and I don't like that. Oh, take a look at this rabbit. Hi, Mr. Rabbit. Oh, he's trying to escape. I can't catch a jackrabbit. Those kinds of rabbits are called jackrabbits. They're really big. They have really long legs, back legs, and they've got really long ears. So, I don't know. Let me know, do you like these kinds of houses? Now, these houses are probably about 500,000 Canadian dollars each. Okay? Yeah, about I'd say 500, 400, probably 400,000 to 600,000 for a house like this in Calgary. Probably 400,000 would be the cheapest for a new house like this. Probably the most expensive would be like 600, or if it's a really nice house, maybe 700,000. I gotta run across the road. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Look at all these cars. I'm in the middle of the road, but okay, here we go. Crossing the road. They're probably thinking, who is that guy making a cell phone video? Why is he making a video? Okay, so like I said, these kinds of houses are probably $400,000 to $600,000 each. So it's a very expensive box. A really expensive box. Now look at the side. Look at the kind of material on the sides of the houses. That's called siding. Siding. So all of these have different, it's just the difference is the color. Okay, this house has blue siding. That house has brown siding. That house has beige siding. Okay, so it's all the same. It's all the same siding. It's just different colors. So it's not very creative. It's not very original. If you go to a house in Europe, those houses are like hundreds of years old, and they're all different. They're all unique. They have like a special feel. All these houses are basically just cookie cutters. So that's why I don't like architecture in Canada. It's a little bit boring. But let me know what you think down in the comments. Now, over there is a condo building. Okay, that's called a condo building. People own those units. Now, a condo in a building like that would be, for a one-bedroom condo, it would be about $180,000 to $200,000, in that range. And a two-bedroom condo would be like $220 maybe, or up to maybe $250,000 Canadian dollars. Okay, now I'm going to show you this sign here. It says, "You're here, new move-in ready condo." So you could buy a condo and you could just move in, and it's brand new. Okay, so it's brand new, and the condo fees on these buildings, in like for these kinds of condos, would be about $150 probably dollars a month for a one-bedroom condo, and about maybe $200 to $250 for a two-bedroom condo, and that includes garbage disposal, heat, water, not electricity, but it includes some basic services. Okay, so it's a pretty good deal. If you would own a one-bedroom condo, you'd only need to pay about $140, $150 a month to live in one of these kinds of places. Okay, so these are probably the cheapest places that you could buy. If you come to Canada, you would buy a condo if you wanted the cheapest, but if you want to live in a house, you're looking at probably more like $400,000 minimum for a nice house, a new house. Now, there's a duplex. Some of these are also duplexes. I'm going to show you what a duplex looks like. Do you know what a duplex is? I'm going to show you. I see one here. Okay. So you can live in a house, a condo, a duplex, or a townhouse. I didn't show you a townhouse. Okay, but look at this. Okay, see this house here? There's one side and then there's the other side. Okay, that's called a duplex. It's one big house, but it's split into two pieces, two sides. So that's a duplex. A townhouse is like an even bigger house that's split into more than two. Then that's called a townhouse. A townhouse is sort of like a condo. It's very similar to a condo, except it's not an apartment like that, but it's sort of a strip. You can have the top and bottom floor. That's called a townhouse. Anyway, I'm just walking around, so just thought I would make a video showing you about the architecture and how boxy everything is. Let me know if you like boxes, if you want to buy a box when you come to Canada. Anyway, let me know if you have any questions about Canadian real estate. I'm not an expert, but maybe I could answer your questions. Okay, here we have some townhouses, some townhomes, okay? Take a look at that big house. It's not a house, it's a lot of different townhouses. Okay, I'll go closer so you can get a better look. Now, do you see that sign up there? Look at that sign. It says from the 280s. From the 280s, okay? So that means $280,000. Okay, so these are all new. You can see here, sales center. Okay, so if you want to buy one of these, you could probably buy one of these. So for $280,000, you get that piece. Like, let's see. Can you see? Okay, those steps there, right? And then those steps there, and then there's those steps there. So this middle piece is what you get. Now these are probably, let's see, I'm not sure. I think these are probably like 2 or 3 bedrooms. So 2 to 3 bedrooms, and they all would have a basement. See, they have a basement underground. So then they probably have a few bedrooms down there as well. So these are actually pretty big. Okay, so let's take a look at this one here. Okay, so you can see there are the 2 doors. That means that's the divider there. Okay, so it's really a very narrow and long or deep and tall. Okay, so you're getting that chunk there from that door there all the way to this part here and then up and the basement. So you're getting sort of a strip of a house. That's called a townhouse. So yeah, and here are the mailboxes, right? So these mailboxes serve this whole community, so you can just check your mail very easily. So yeah, it's a very nice, sort of a peaceful place to live. So $280,000 would get you a townhouse, and probably $400,000 to $600,000 would get you a normal house, like a standalone house, a single family home, and then probably $170,000 to $250,000 would get you an average condo here in Calgary. And the prices, I think, are pretty similar in other major cities across Canada. Vancouver is really expensive. Toronto is more expensive, but Calgary and the other cities in Canada are all probably the same. Okay, look at this sign. It says 2, 3, 4, and 5 bedroom condo, or bedroom homes, not condos. So these are townhomes, right? So 2, 3, 4, 5 bedrooms. That's a lot. So there'd probably be 2 bedrooms in the basement, 2 bedrooms upstairs, and then maybe 1 bedroom on the main floor. I'm not sure, but you can see in this area there are a lot of townhomes. So a townhome is similar to a condo in that usually you have to pay a monthly fee for the maintenance of the condo. So look at these lawns. these grass, a lawn means grass, okay? Look at these lawns. They all look very nice, right? That's because these people don't cut their own lawn. Some company, whatever, a landscaping company comes and cuts the lawn for them. So that's where part of their fee goes. So they have to pay a fee. I don't know how much the monthly fee would be for a townhouse like this, maybe $300 a month or something like that. I'm sure it's more than a condo fee. There's a baby crying in that place. Anyway, so that's something to know about a townhouse, is most of the time there's a fee, and that includes maintenance of the property and garbage. I'm not sure how garbage works in these places. But yeah, so that's the difference between a townhouse and a standalone house. Like if you buy a normal house like those ones over there, then you don't have to pay a monthly fee. But you have to pay property taxes on all of these places. Even for condos, you have to pay property taxes. Now, property taxes here in Calgary, they vary depending on the area. Sometimes it's more expensive, sometimes it's less. Probably for a condo in this area, you would pay like $100 a month for property taxes. And then for a house, it would be a lot more. It might be like maybe $5,000 a year or $6,000 a year. I'm not sure for property taxes. So, there's different costs associated with owning a home, like a condo or a townhouse or whatever. You have to pay property taxes, you have to pay utilities, you have to pay maybe a condo fee or a townhome fee. Okay, so I don't know. That's why I don't own a place. I can't afford it. They're just expensive. It's very expensive to own a house, to buy a house. But I hope one day I can buy a house here. That would be great. Anyway, there's my tour of Canadian real estate. Like I said, if you have any questions, let me know down there, and I'll see you over in the next episode of Mad English TV. Take care.